How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk a little bit more about the Iowa caucuses, not so much about the procedure and the train wreck that wound up being. We're going to focus on the individual people that were out there caucusing with one another, discussing issues that affect them in their everyday life and things that they want to see from their particular candidates that they have voted for. Now, there was one lady out there who was saying a few things that some people are not going to be ready for. It's going to get them a little triggered, a little butthurt and whatnot. And of course, I do have the video of that, and we're going to go ahead and roll that clip right now. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what the lady said, the interaction she had with others. I'll give you my 2 cents, my analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Came over
so are you saying that he has a same-sex partner? He?
Yes.
Yes, he does. Are you kidding? Yeah, he's married to him, yes. We need to find out if that's serious. Well, then I don't want anybody like that in the White House.
Boom. Roasted.
So can I have my card back? I don't know. You signed it. We could go ask. I never knew that. Well, so the whole point of it is, though, if he's a human being, right? Just like you and me, and shouldn't really matter. That's what. Well, he better read the Bible. He does, and he says that God doesn't choose a political party. Because why does it say in the Bible that a man should marry a woman then? I totally respect your viewpoint on this. I so totally do. But I think that we were not around. How come this has never been brought out before? It's common knowledge. I never heard it.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, I don't know really where to begin. First of all, that was hilarious for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because she would say things in a matter-of-fact kind of way and then just let you deal with it. Just let you eat on it for a while, digest it, and see what you're going to come up with next. And she gave you like this little face like, yeah, I said it. What are you going to say now? Not in a disrespectful or condescending kind of way, just in a matter-of-fact, this is how I feel, and that's it. It's also kind of funny, but not really funny, because she did not know that Pete Buttigieg is gay. And my question would be, how do you not know this man is gay? That's his whole campaign about being gay and married to a man and all this and that. How he's like claiming to kind of be a minority because he's gay. Like maybe being gay is the equivalent to being black, which I said before in the previous video. It's not, but I digress. The whole point is that being gay is like central to his whole platform. So I don't know how she missed that. It's kind of funny, but at the same time kind of alarming. What this also says is that regular everyday normies aren't really focused on the candidates like that. They're not really enthusiastic. The turnout was very low in Iowa, so people just don't know what's going on. They're not watching the news. They're not entertained. The ratings are low. They don't really care about the individuals like that. She may have seen him on TV and thought that he looked kind of young and fresh and new and voted for him because of that reason, rather than actually knowing too much about him. Or she could have gone to the caucus. They could have been saying things about Pete Buttigieg that she was able to overhear or be engaged in the conversation. And she said, okay, that's enough for me to vote for him. She might not have known who he was until that particular day. She may have gone there to vote for a Pocahontas or somebody like that and was able to be convinced to vote for Buttigieg instead. But now she wants her vote back. It lets you know that people just don't understand a lot of times what's happening, and they're not really interested. And it underlines the importance of really putting the boot to the hind parts of the mainstream media to keep them in check, because regular normies are watching this and believing it. But I'll move on. Let's talk about what she was saying about you know, being religious and not being for gay marriage. The left are trying to say it's the right that feels this way about homosexuals, okay? Saying, oh, well, the right are homophobic, they hate gays, this, that, and the third. But that's not even really what it is. First of all, how can you say it's homophobic to just be religious? In this country, in the USA, we have religious freedom. So if she's a Christian and she wants to be Christian, that's her right. Nobody can say to her that you can't practice your religion because it's somehow hateful and wrong, all this, that, and the third. She has the right to adhere to her religion. And even if not for religion, she would have that right to feel that way about Pete Buttigieg or anybody else. That's just kind of what it is. Now, some big brain genius is going to say, well, what if she didn't want to vote for a black guy? So what? That's her problem. She got to deal with it. If she says, I don't want to vote for the black guy, that's her prerogative. She can do that. She has a freedom to be able to do that in this country. Now, if you go over to China, ain't no freedom, ain't no voting. They're going to select who your president is going to be, and you got to deal with it. Okay, that's what a communist country will bring you. So either you're going to have freedom or you're not going to have freedom. If I can't select who I want to vote for whatever reason, I want to vote for him or not vote for him, then the alternative would be I must vote for a particular person. And at that particular point in time, I have no freedom anymore, but I'll move on. I support her right to vote for a guy based upon whatever she wants. It was hilarious when she said, can I get my vote back? And she was dead serious. Okay, 100%. But back to the mainstream media, they're talking about, oh, it's only the right. It's only the right. I've been saying for a while that Pete Buttigieg is not really going to be successful in a general election. Maybe as a mayor of South Bend, some small town, Illinois, whatever, Indiana, he can do that. But the president, people are not ready for a gay and married man to become the president. Just like some are not ready for a woman to become the president. But beyond that, gay and married, I think people will probably vote for a woman that had kids, grandkids, or whatever, married to a man, over a gay married man. That's the reality of the situation. Okay, this is why, in my humble opinion, Cory Booker had to get hooked up with Rosario Dawson in that sham relationship. Oops, did I say that out loud? I mean, let's be clear. A guy like Cory Booker had to have somebody next to him. And to have a high profile person will make him be a little bit more, I don't know, viable to become the president. Although it didn't work, that was probably a discussion. Think about it like this. If you are looking at potential candidates to run in the Democratic Party that you're going to vote for in the primary, and you're trying to weigh the pros and cons, and then you come across Cory Booker, this man has no relationships at all, no girlfriend, no nothing, no kids. You're going to be like, okay, wow, I'm not going to select him to lead the nation when the woman did not select him to even lead her. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're the man, you're the leader of your house. If you can't even lead a house, how are you going to lead me and the whole country and the whole world to a certain extent? You see what I'm saying? So for Pete Buttigieg to be married to a man, that's not going to fly in general, left or right. Okay, people are just not ready for that. That's just way too much. And I think a guy like Bernie Sanders may be popular in some places around the country in the primary, but when it comes to the general election, he's not going to be very popular because his policies are too extreme and too out there. People would rather vote for a Joe Biden in a lot of places, especially the black community. They're not going to like Bernie Sanders. They'd rather have Joe Biden, although they both pretty much on their last leg. Bernie had a heart attack. Joe Biden don't know where he's at. These guys are probably the better candidates, the more viable candidates than the Pete Buttigieg. And the lady just pretty much put it out there, what I've been saying for the past few days, weeks, months, that America is not really going to be wanting to support a guy like Buttigieg to become the president. Just not the time for him. Maybe in a different country, that might happen, but in the USA, just not going to happen right now. And shout out to the lady for keeping it real, saying how she felt. She was not hateful. She was not any kind of, negative word you can throw at her. She was just being 1000% honest. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think Pete Buttigieg has a chance to be able to gain a nomination on the Democratic side? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or does he not have a chance? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. I think he has no chance. Like I said, gay married man, it ain't really going to happen. Politically, it's not really done much. A lot of the others have not done much either. Bernie Sanders has been in office for a long time. He ain't really done anything, just like Hillary Clinton said, but I'll move on. They are at least more tenured. People like Joe and Bernie and Pocahontas, they at least more tenured in politics, but Buttigieg has just been the mayor of South Bend, and that is all. He was in the military, and that's great. Shout out to him for doing that. But politically, what has he really done? What has really done for his community and business? Not really a whole lot. Very thin resume, and he's married to a man with no kids. It's kind of strange. It's not really going to go over too well. for the average everyday person, especially not in the primary, definitely not in the general election. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.